4 points. Cool.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's gonna stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
What's he doing here?
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Texture popping. There we go.
Commander, I've got a message from Captain Anderson.
Are you spying on me, Joker?
No, ma'am. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has
Let's
the
get
deck.
to going. This is your last chance to do any Citadel-related side quests, by the way. After this, you are locked out of the Citadel and on a permanent path to wrap up the game. I think we've done everything that's important in the Citadel, so...
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been
How's this?
repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
I'm gonna go check with the quartermaster guy real quick, see if he has new armor for me. Oh, and I gotta sell stuff.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare
Thank
stock.
you. Oh, heavy human. Can't use heavy. Everything else kind of sucks. Alright, well, that makes life easy. Sell all my crap. Anything under 9, I think, at this point. Everyone's still good on gear. Looks good. Let's pop on over. And into flux.
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
I know Doran. If he says you're cheating, you're cheating.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to
Oh, there you
others.
go.
I just need a few more wins recorded.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
I'll help you out.
Huh. I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive
So you
function.
just got Adderall?
It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What exactly is this stimulant?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why'd you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
You're an addict.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
All right, so I forgot about this section on the Citadel here. There's a couple more things to do. I don't think we're going to beat the game today, but I'm fine with that, because what that means is we'll definitely beat the game next week, probably Monday, and then as soon as we beat it, we'll immediately load in Mass Effect 2, and it'll be an immediate transition. I think that will be cool. But we will at least get to the Vigil conversation today, and I'll save after that.
You're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saracino of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
The Terra Firma Party is like the Mass Effect equivalent of the Tea Party, although I think this predates the Tea Party in the US.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
Glad to see some humans growing a backbone.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
My business is whatever I say.
You tell him, Rex.
We live in this galaxy, Mr. Saracino. We can't pretend that what we do affects no one else.
No, of course not. My apologies. I only meant to point out that other species have no right to interfere in Alliance politics.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
Because they have bigger guns?
If they have bigger guns, we should increase military spending. Instead, we sign away our right to defend ourselves with treaties.
I like the way you think.
I love you, Rex.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien.
Yeah, so this is when the humans first popped through a mass relay. We were starting to activate relays willy-nilly because we wanted to explore, not knowing that other aliens existed and that it was illegal in Citadel space to activate relays without thinking about it. So we bumped into the Turians and got into a little bit of a scuffle with them that got resolved very quickly.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saracino, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Head turn, walk away.
Not what I heard.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
They should be. Aren't you?
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Oh man, we can go dance now. So I think we can.
Hey, good to see another human.
Might be after we talk to Captain Anderson.
I'm waiting for someone else.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
Where's the dude who runs the place? There he is.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Schells, didn't
Yep.
you? I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Cheaters shouldn't prosper.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots at the Quasar. On the house.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Go talk to Schells, tell him what's up.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Actually, I gave your device to Doran.
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
Maybe you should put your talents to better use.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Oh, here we go. Dancing with Doran. Femme Shep is a much better dancer than male Shepard. Male Shepard just like... they make fun of him in the later Mass Effects for it, being a bad dancer.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador won't forgive this, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer. or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel control.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Thought there was a port down here, maybe not. Hey, welcome back, Kami. So this is fine, it's kind of where we want to go anyway.
I've been raised to see Krogan as bloodthirsty thugs, but you've surprised me, Rex. You are different.
The genophage is a lot easier to swallow when all Krogan are savage monsters, isn't it? Why don't you head back to the Normandy, kid? If you stay here in the real world, you might have to learn something.
I love the little elevator conversations between your party members. That's pretty good. It's appropriate for this late in the game.
So how about it, Garrus? Is this better than C-Sec?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats C-Sec.
There may just be hope for you yet, Turian.
There's some other codexes here. If I can trigger them, hold on.
A private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
I think that's the last one. Get a side quest here, depending on your background, if you're a colonist, I think. Girl who was enslaved by Batarians. We didn't get it, but I think there's a Spacer side quest that has to do with your parents. Like, your mother is still an admiral in the Alliance Navy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
It's okay, though. I don't think it transfers into Mass Effect 2.
Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't say...
That was satisfying.
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Alright, let's go. Ilos time. No looking back. Well, let me look back real quick. Make a save point just in case. I don't think we'll need to load it. The going to Ilos is what triggers the romance cutscene. The infamous romance cutscene that, you know, had Fox News saying that Mass Effect was an alien sex simulator. We have voted not to romance anybody in this playthrough though, so we will not be seeing that cutscene. You can Google it. It's extremely tame. I think you might see a little bit of side boob at the maximum, but it's certainly much more tame than, you know, stuff that's on typical reality TV these days. What areas would be maybe the wreckage of downed Prothea and Aerostat colonies? An Aerostat colony would be really cool. There's thought about trying to colonize Venus because the conditions in the clouds of Venus are actually pretty nice. It's just on the surface that it's brutal. The pressure's really bad and the atmosphere is acidic. But you'd have to build like floating Aerostat colonies like they were describing on that planet there. Golden Age of the Protheans, Ilos was a verdant world, dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Devastated by means of unknown, its entire surface changed the color of rust. Heightened levels of oxygen, wildfires, ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. Most, if not all, respirational animal life forms have died off. Surface gravity is a comfortable 1.17 standard Gs. Let's go.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Sarin is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and
Get
head
it,
down
jokes.
to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Seth Green. Alright, let's go. Dream Team. Wrap it up. Music on Ilos is really cool too.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running.
Yeah, let's do it. Check it out. So cool. How do I get armatures here without the Mako? I think you can bring the Mako up here. Go. I'm killing dudes in their sleep. I really don't care about Omnigel at this point. We probably have enough to just brute force every object for the rest of the game. We'll see. Yeah. Points to Garrus over there with a sniper rifle. Looking good. Progress. Cool burner. Yeah, we probably won't make it to the final decision today. We'll see. If we don't, that'll be fine, because then when we play on Monday, we'll beat Mass Effect 1 and then immediately switch over to Mass Effect 2, which will be neat. Much as I say that I slightly prefer the story of Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, I'm like super excited now to start Mass Effect 2 again. Such a good game. I don't think I've played it with all the DLC at once. Like, I bought the DLC slowly over time and played it as it came out, so it'll be a huge game right out the gate to play. Yeah, 2 has much better gameplay. I prefer the story of 1 and the gameplay of 2. Although 2 still has a really good story. Definitely not complaining. I think I like 2's characters better, the character development. Very well done. I'm in jail. Start breaking down some more stuff. Not spoiling anything, there's a scene in Mass Effect 2 where a character says, "Shepard, my friend!" Oh man. Tinglies every time. It's so cool. Long opening stuff. Nope. A good choice, Kami. That's the one we just hit, actually. Double check real quick. Oh, must be different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know who you mean. Oh, shit.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Nope, he cannot say the race. Which, him being unable to say the race should tell you who the character is. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Hopefully I got a save recently. crap. All right. Well, let's just go through it quickly. We really don't need any of those items we were getting or experience. Try to save more readily. Geth Prime. Thought he was dead after I lifted him, but turns out he was not. Make sure that they're using the correct weapons, and they are. Okay. That might be an upgrade, actually. Check it out real quick. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, let's look at the map real quick. Let's try to save when we can so we don't have a repeat of that. Unfortunate. I don't think we want to be down here at all, actually. Turn around.
Take out those.
We want to go here. Save. we can save at the bottom of this elevator.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Yeah, I'm sure you know who it is. Alright, they're also not a party member. Let's try this again. And good luck with lifting him last time, so let's do that again, but actually kill him when he's in the... Shit. There we go. Alright, let's go. Only set us back by about 10 minutes, not too bad. It's merely a setback.
Come on, Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't
I
understand.
can understand it because I have the cipher.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible. The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
I've got stuff to do, and I'm fine with, since I'm just going to be replacing this with Mass Effect 2 next week, we can finish it. We can finish Mass Effect 1 next week, Monday or Tuesday, and then immediately, as soon as the game is over, load in the Mass Effect 2 disc. I think that'll be cool.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
A lot of people died here long ago. Now it's time for a lot of death to join them.
There is just for funsies. It's like... Twitch is having issues. Burner, you might need to give Peek a second to rejoin. Alright. The other favorite conversation coming up very soon.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was getting some stream loading a little bit ago. I'm gonna go ahead and finish.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong, though. This bunker became their tomb.
I recognize this music. Opening screen, it's called Vigil.
What's happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this.
I'm gonna make an extra save here. I like having a Vigil save because it's a cool conversation to listen to.
What do you think we're gonna find down here? It has to be useful if it's specifically targeting us.
Don't get your hopes up. The only thing we can depend on right
Yeah, it's very Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Oh man! Oh shit!
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
The war was lost. If you'd surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed, others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
That's so cool. There's a comment in one of the codexes in Mass Effect 2 or 3 that mentions that the Protheans weren't necessarily one race. That's just like what we call the civilizations that existed 50,000 years ago. So there could have been a bunch of different races that worked together.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
So this is a very important topic. humans have the ability to write about like an unknowable, completely alien, beyond the scope of our understanding threat. But we have to be very careful as fiction writers not to attempt to define them once we say that that's what they are. So like the reason that Lovecraftian horror works so well is because it does not attempt to describe in detail the motivations of things. It just says that they exist, they're horrors, they're beyond our comprehension. And I think that whenever you have something like this is usually a mistake people make in horror. Like the Silent Hill movie, for example, was quite good until the last 20% of it or so, where it attempted to do exposition and explain what was going on. Don't explain stuff, just tell me that it's not understandable and let's get on with the story. You know, I think it's more interesting that way.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
Conduit's not a weapon. It's a backdoor onto the Citadel.
That's so awesome.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
The Paragon thing is to say that's monstrous. I'll go ahead and pick it because I think that Vigil will make a good argument.
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
I still don't understand what's going on here. Why is Saren trying to find the conduit?
The conduit gives him access to the Citadel and the Keepers. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
That's so cool to me. Like, this blew my mind when I played Mass Effect 1 for the first time. It's this awesome idea that the entire species gets wiped out and this brave few that know that they themselves are doomed just want to stop it from happening for the next race 50,000 years in the future. Whew, that's super cool. So like this small group of a dozen scientists find a way, they get on the Citadel, they alter the signal, and now the Reapers can't come in through the Citadel relay.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait. Where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
So cool.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after
Such a cool idea. They still had their weakness, but yeah, I like that.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, while the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
That's so cool. I just love the concept of this like small team. It's all that's left. Their entire species has been wiped out. And they make this sacrifice so that maybe the next species 50,000 years from now will have a chance. Okay. I love this conversation.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Okay, let's not overwrite our cool save there in the Ilos archives. This will be our new perma-save until the end game.
So many races looked up to the Protheans as paragons of civilization. They were fooled by the Reapers, just as we were. They failed.
Keep it moving. I've got no intention of ending up like...
Rex knows what's up. Alright, let's go. It's this game's version of the long hallway here. My favorite video game trope, something that doesn't happen in movies or books, obviously. Because you're not controlling a character. If my my channel wasn't named for my online handle, I probably would have named it The Long Hallway. I'm very good, Kami. Maybe one day if I get big, I'll write a book and call it The Long Hallway about tropes in game storytelling and how, like, you can use people's familiarity with games, play on that. Lots of subjects to talk about there, like talk about how the clunkiness of the controls in Shadow of the Colossus helps to tell the story. Yeah, I'll think about doing that. That's a long-term goal. That'd be a cool title for the book.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Oh man. Look how huge Sovereign is compared to the Geth dropships, which we've already seen are quite large.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. System's not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Just want to go. So awesome that the conduit's not a weapon, it's just a mini mass relay.
Critical failures detected across all monitored
Texture pop.
systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
The mass relay monument was the other side of the conduit. Oh, okay, so hold on. That is so cool and awesome, and they foreshadow it earlier in the game. So like you walk around it with Caden. Caden's like, "Do you hear that humming sound? I feel like a humming sound in my brain when I'm near this mass relay monument." And there's an Avina VI that you can interact with that talks about it, and she says something like, "We don't know why they built this statue. It feels like it's a monument to their vanity." Oh my God! It's the opposite of a monument to the Prothean vanity. It's a That's every time I play this game again and I hear her say that maybe they built it as a monument to their vanity, it just shake my head. Great storytelling, great writing. You see it, you think it's just a cool statue.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation
Oh,
procedures.
that's why I can't talk to her. It's the opposite of that. It's not the monument to their vanity at all. It's the only reason that we're saved.
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
What happened to the Council?
In accordance with standard emergency procedures, the Council has been evacuated to the Destiny...
We're not saying anything specific.
What about Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina? What happened to them?
I have no information on the status of specific individuals. Once the current crisis has been resolved, a complete accounting of casualties and survivors will
I like that she's still like jolly and chipper. It's a great contrast for what's going on right now.
Where's Saren?
Former Spectre agent Saren Arturius is nearing the vicinity of the Council chamber. A warrant has been issued for his arrest, though Citadel security is unable to respond at this time.
Come on,
We need to stop Saren before it's too late.
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not
So cool. Alright, let's go.
critical failure.
I love Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. What's up? I love Mass Effect. Alright, so if we hit 6 o'clock, I will stop literally just short of the final battle, and we can start with it when we play next time. We'll beat it real quick, and then we'll switch over to Mass Effect 2. It'll be great.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
But we'll see. If we get there in less than 30 minutes, then we might just finish it. It just ignores the ships. Fish. ARCB.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
I think you can still write them as interesting. I don't think that every antagonist deserves to have unknowable motivations, but if part of your definition of the antagonist is that they're extremely alien and beyond human or sapient life forms comprehension, then it's ridiculous to try to define it after that. Like, if you were said, oh, this is what Cthulhu's plans actually are, Cthulhu wants to do this, this, and this, like, it's no longer alien, now it's understandable. So I think you can still make it interesting without copping out, you know? It can still be scary, it can still be frightening without being a cop-out. Sometimes exposition is a bad idea, I think. For example, the movie Looper does a very good job of telling you, hey, this is our premise, please just buy the premise. And they kind of just hang a lampshade on the fact that, you know, they haven't really described how the whole thing works. I think there's a scene where Bruce Willis is like, look, I could like sit here making diagrams with popsicle sticks for hours. Let's just get to the point. Sure. But anyway, my opinion is exclusive to beings and creatures that you write in fiction as being outside the scope of human understanding. Sure, yeah, we can talk about it more in later. Oh, look how huge Sovereign is. That's so cool. All right, let's go. Part of it plays into the Marstead narrative uncertainty principle, that by not attempting to define motivation, people get instead a superposition of all possible motivations, which I think is more interesting. More satisfying, at least. Like, when people are allowed to theorize, oh man, what could it be? It's like with the others in Game of Thrones. We don't know what their motivations are right now. We've established that they seem to have motivations that are beyond human understanding, and if we ever like get some specifics about the others, I don't know if it could possibly be as satisfying as just going, we can't understand them. Yeah, I 100% agree, Kami. Hey Pierre, welcome. The song's pretty sweet. I think this is a hallway where if you're just short of max level, Geth will spawn for a little bit longer if you just wait here. You can kind of finish getting to max level for the achievement, but it's not super important. Let's see, what level did we end up getting to here? It'd be nice if we could hit 50, but it's okay if not. That carries over into the next game. I've seen a few. Oh yeah, Rickon, that guy. He's gonna be Unicorn King of Skagos Island. Okay, so we're gonna get level 49 and possibly level 50. So there's 49. It's very likely we'll get to level 50. Which will help a little bit when we transfer over to the next one. Technically you can get to level 60 and that will transfer into Mass Effect 2. But it doesn't make a huge difference. How we're doing. 22.6. It's gonna be close. Cross your fingers. Hopefully we'll get 50. Not the end of the world if we don't, but it would be nice. Like the Jack Wall's take on the Mass Effect theme here. Evil Mass Effect theme. If you lift enemies here, they just die because just artificial gravity holding us down. I think he'll just keep floating forever. think there are rocket turrets up here. This is an easy place to die, if I remember correctly. Yes, I'm correct. Yep. As I said, not my first time dying here. I'll actually try to save right around that corner this time. It helps if you've got a sniper rifle there, but could be better. We're not too far back. I think we'll hit 50. It'll be tough, but I think we can do it. Can't save yet. I might need to kill this guy around the corner first. I'll try it. Still have the correct weapons. No saving, so gotta be careful now. For a hit marker. I just need to start moving. Holy shit. Maybe not. Tough, man. I feel like this is one of the hardest parts of the whole game. Especially if I'm playing on veteran, so we'll see. Well, I think we can make it down this hallway. We just got to get a little bit closer and we got to take it pretty slow. This isn't a big deal if you're playing on normal, but veteran or insanity, like one rocket is enough to take you out even with max shields.
Shutting them down.
Don't really have a way to save in this hallway, unfortunately. Keeps you in combat. We can do one save, I guess. Not going to save a lot of time, a little bit. hit me anyway, even though I was behind cover. Got one. Oh god. Okay. Try again. Health come back up. Got one of them out. It helps. We'll try running in this time. Yeah, Colossus armor is one of the best looking. I haven't found any this playthrough. I think you have to be getting like level X gear, which is typically around the time that you're level 50, so I might not see any. Let me take a look at what I have right now. I don't think anything new really. This might help a little bit. We'll try it. Pop up rather than out. Doing better. Still one more we gotta take out. At least one. Taken out. There's one down the hall there. Whew. Oh god. Okay. It's okay. We're alright. Not out yet. Marksman to come back and we'll do another hail of fire on it. Shit. We're doing better this time though. We gotta not try to take him out from that entrance there. It's too easy for us to just get taken out immediately. Garrus doing a pretty good job right now. Maybe if I just keep moving, that will help. Just like strafing back and forth, essentially. Them, yeah, we can. Can't save yet. In a position where we're not going to die instantly, though. That's good. Krogan Battlemaster. Alright, we're getting places. Alright, so this is the thing that I told people was a spoiler before. Now it's not a spoiler. Check out the design of the Citadel Tower control room. Does it look a little bit familiar to anybody? Let's go ahead and just finish Mass Effect 1. I think we'll run over by maybe 15 minutes or so, but shouldn't be too much more than that. We got past the hard part. Earlier, one of your party members foreshadows that this would be a great place to have a battle strategically. So, Kami, I think it's going to be you and Burner picking the final decision.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you.
Yeah, awesome RCB. Mass Effect's one of my favorite game series of all time. If you're able to tune in, you'll be able to influence. We'll continue to do the viewers making all of Shepard's major decisions. Everything about this Shepard so far has been decided by viewers. If you don't make it, though, I store all VODs permanently on YouTube. If you check out my YouTube channel, it has all of this Mass Effect playthrough so far. And we'll continue to have this video and then the upcoming Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine, intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true...
You only get this Paragon option if you've maxed out Charm. You get an achievement for picking it.
Sovereign hasn't won yet.
Final
I
one.
can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late.
This is the actual option. So you can actually Paragon your way. Like I think the first one's Paragon 3, the next one's Paragon 6, and then this one's Paragon 12.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Spite if you do that. Pretty cool. You can also intimidate him into doing that. Mm-hmm.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
I'm going to put up a decision here in a sec.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
You'd sacrifice human lives to save the Council? What have they ever done for your kind?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
That's why you can't throw away reinforcements trying to save the Council. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Alright, so this is a pretty huge decision. You can vote 1 to save the Council, vote 2 to let the Council die. And I'm going to let it run for a minute or so while I grab something to drink. I believe the assumption in Mass Effect 2 is that if you did not play Mass Effect 1 and carry over a save, that you let the Council die. Looks like we're saving the Council. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so. We've actually come pretty close to doing a playthrough that's as interesting as possible. Oh, interesting, Burner. RCB, you'll need to put a space, so like, And it's a Friday night, so we're a little short on people, so I think that Save the Council is going to win, unless if my wife hops in here in the next 20 seconds. I gave her a heads up that we were at the endgame. She might tie you, RCB. Oh, that's cool, Burner. I only ever played it on an Xbox, so there you go. All right. Looks like saving him takes it. Keep that in mind, though. There's still one more decision after this one. This isn't the very last one.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope the Council appreciates this.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
So I think the decision we had the most people participate on, we had 8 or 9 people vote to save Rex.
It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
We actually had a couple people bail out today because they haven't played Mass Effect before, and this has inspired them to play Mass Effect, and they don't want to be spoiled.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
Make sure he's
Aliens, but yeah.
He's dead.
Excuse me. Sovereign's thing. Correct. We'll start Mass Effect 2 on Monday. ARCB, thanks for the follow. It's good to have you.
And this station is mine.
Yeah, working on it. He likes to use sabotage on you, which makes you overheat. Like he just did.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Next time he settles, we're going to try to hit him with lift. It's actually pretty good if you're Nemesis. You're able to stun lock him, basically. Only works with Nemesis, though, otherwise I think he just resists lift entirely. I like the system of biotics and shields in Mass Effect 2 much better. It's much more robust. We got 50 on the last fight. Very nice. They'll carry over into Mass Effect 2.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
You're gonna hear a song here called From the Wreckage, which is one of the best songs in this OST.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Hero pose. So satisfying here. Smile on the way out. That's so cool. I'm actually not going to do a vote for this last one, and I'll explain in a sec.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard, we have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support...
Okay, so before I pick this, a couple thoughts here. One, if you're watching this on YouTube and haven't played Mass Effect, if you let the Council die, then you just see Udina here, and he decides to form a new council that's led by humans. So we're basically, that decision isn't just, hey, does it make sense to save 3 people? It's, are we going to work together with other races, or are we going to lead the galaxy? 1. 2, this is super interesting. This is super cool. That's what I like so much about Mass Effect. Remember, Mass Effect takes place in the near future compared to most space science fiction. Like, humans have only been in space for something like 30, 40 years at the time of this game, whereas a lot of space fiction, like Star Trek, is set many hundreds of years in the future. I think it's really cool that like these other races took a long time to be accepted, and humans joined the council within like 30 years. So next of all, the reason why I'm not taking a vote here on Captain Anderson versus Udina is there's actually a bug in Mass Effect 2 in the final save file. We talked about the bug for Conrad Werner, where it, no matter what you say to him, it automatically sets you as having Paragoned and Renegated him. So in Mass Effect 2, he always talks to you as if you Renegated him. Similarly, the Endgame save file for this game actually happened about 5 minutes before this scene. It happens when you make the council decision, but not here. So it doesn't matter what we pick. early in Mass Effect 2, a character is going to ask us, "Oh, I'm trying to see if you remember what's going on. Like, who did you pick for the council again?" And that's when you actually decide. You don't actually make the decision in Mass Effect 1 because they screwed up and put the endgame save file before this conversation. So I'm just going to pick Captain Anderson. I'm actually going to put "It's not up to me," and then we'll have a vote for it in Mass Effect 2.
Let the politicians figure this one out.
I agree with the commander. This is too important to rush into.
Of course, Ambassador. We will welcome your candidates with open arms, whomever they may be.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
All right, later, Kami. This pose is different depending on if you played Paragon or Renegade. This is the Paragon one where it's a blue planet looking up. If we did Renegade, it would be a red planet, it'd be looking down menacingly. The song that's about to play is called Fonts, or it's from a band called Fonts, and the song's called M4, and it's really cool. It's not repeated in Mass Effect 2 and 3 to have a song like this at the ending, but it really is fitting. So I'll shut up for the credits, we'll let them run, and I'll sign off. Alright guys, cool. So that was Mass Effect 1. Do a quick sign off. So tomorrow morning we're doing some more Final Fantasy XIV main story. We'll be continuing, probably actually doing a little bit of leveling in order to catch up to the main story. But we're doing some cool dungeons, so that should be fun to watch, the main group. Next week, Monday through Friday, we're doing some more Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy IX, Okami, Mass Effect 2. Get hype. We're going to dive right into it using this save file as our seed. Some more Paper Mario. And some more games to come. I'd like to do Axiom Verge as well, and we might do Splatoon next week, Wednesday. Thanks everybody for watching. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow and through next week. Have a good weekend.